Good morning, students. Today we'll talk about verbal. My name is Dr. Rachna Prasad. Today we'll talk about verbal and non-verbal communication. So let's begin with this topic. As you know, verbal means wherever we are using words, use of words which makes language. Verbal communication means it can be through spoken or written words. So, verbal means wherever we are using words, or it can be spoken or it can be written. Most of the communication in work organization, you have seen many work organizations that take place through words only. Okay, the oral and written communication is verbal communication. I have told you earlier, and examples of these are email, voicemail, letters, reports, notes, meeting, discussions, telephone calls. So what I want to tell you is verbal communication means wherever we are using words, that is verbal communication. Okay, then next, non-verbal communication. Non-verbal communication is where we are not using words. Without the use of spoken or written words, like body movements, like voice pattern, time, touch, they also reveal so many things. Non-verbal means where we are not using words, we are using gestures, postures, body movement, time, touch, etc. So I want to tell you about something brief about non-verbal communication. Was coined in 20th century and includes many features like communication through touch, smell, clothing, voice features such as intonation, stress, speech rate, etc., volume. It also refers to body movement, facial expression, gaze, pupil size, posture, and interpersonal distance. So these are the so many examples. We will talk one by one and the types of non-verbal communication. We'll talk one by one. So in this types of non-verbal communication, we will start with what? Kinesis. Kinesis is what? Is the articulation of the body or movement resulting from the skeletal shift. It is the study of body's physical movement. So let me tell you in brief one by one. This includes all our physical or physiological automatic reflexes like postures, gestures, facial expression, body movement. So whatever is resulting from the articulation of body or movement from the body is kinesis. Communication is possible just if you want to communicate something, you can. It is possible just nodding your head, blinking your eyes, waving your hands, and making other physical movements. Okay, then I will tell you about kinesis. Kinesis in the facial expression. You have seen facial expression also indicates so many things. So if you are angry, it is reflected through your face. If you are happy, it is reflected through your face. Facial expressions are like sentences in human language. There are infinite in variety. For example, the facial expression, as I have told you, it reflects surprise, anger, fear, bewilderment, or confused. Whether you are confused, astonishment means you are surprised, and contentment means you are satisfied. So these things are reflected through what? Facial expression. Okay, then next is posture. The posture involves the movement of the whole body. Okay, posture is indicative of what? Attention, involvement, or withdrawal, likes or dislikes of other person. So here we are talking about the three things: your likes and dislikes, attention, withdrawal, and see, posture means. When your whole body is involved, that is what posture can also reveal the intensity of your emotional state. It is indicative of your emotional state also. Then we are coming to gestures. Gesture, in short, I want to tell you, gesture means when you are moving a particular part of your body, like you are waving your hand, you are shrugging your shoulder. Let me tell you, in addition to face and eyes, other body parts move and convey meaning. We refer to these as gestures. So what I want to tell you is that in addition to face and eyes, other body parts are there which are moving, and it also indicates something or the other, that is gesture. A wave of hand is specific and intentional meaning, such as hello or goodbye. See, if you are waving hand, it means what? Goodbye or hello. Gestures make a large portion of a message. Ideally, a person's gesture should flow with the vocal channel so as to enhance the content. So it should be there that gestures should follow what your vocal channel or vocal channel so as to enhance the content. If you want to enhance the efficiency of your content, then gestures should follow with the vocal channel. Okay. Then we are coming to appearance. Appearance in the context of body language would include what it will include: clothing, hair, jewelry, cosmetics. All these things may seem unrelated to body language, but on having a closer look, we'll find that they are meaningfully related to our facial expressions and communication styles. See, let me tell you, what shows your appearance? The clothes you are putting on, the jewelries which you are keeping, cosmetics which you are using. This shows here what appearance, and it is closely related to your communication styles and facial expressions. Okay, this channel of non-verbal communication confers a meaning that is transmitted by physical characteristics of body. Attire means dress, the dress which you are putting on, the accessories which you are keeping. So these things also give so many non-verbal messages. These three physical characteristics of the body include facial shape, body shape, height, skin color, body odor, deformity. So these are the examples of appearance. Then we are coming to chronomics. Chronomics, so what we have included in kinesis: facial expression, gestures, postures. Gesture, I have told you, gesture means movement of a particular body part, and posture is the movement of involvement of whole body. Then we are coming to chronomics. Chronomics refers to the use of time as a message system, including punctuality with amount of time spent with another and waiting time. Let me give you one example. See, students, if you are submitting your assignments on time, it will show that you are dedicated. So time also reveals so many things. The way we use the time provides a number of silent messages. Coming on time or a little earlier to your office not only reveals your interest, sincerity, and serious attitude towards work, but also creates a good impression in the mind of your boss. In this, I want to tell you, if you are an employee, if you are coming to your office early, it shows that you are dedicated, and it will create a good impression in the mind of your boss also. So chronomics means use of a time as a message system. Then oculosis. Oculosis is the movement of eyes during communication is known as oculosis. So movement of eyes is oculosis. Eye contact is a direct and powerful medium of nonverbal communication. This may include eye contact or the avoidance of eye contact. Okay? Eye contact is of great importance in oral communication, especially face-to-face communication. So I will tell you some example. Downward glance, if you are keeping your eyes down, it is associated with more modesty. Eyes rolled upwards are associated with fatigue. So if you are tired or if you are in fatigue, then you will roll your eyes downward. If you upwards, oh, I am tired. Downward means it shows that you are modest. So oculosis means movement of eyes during communication is what? Oculosis. Or it includes avoidance of the eye contact, or we can use direct eye contact as a direct and powerful form of nonverbal communication. Then haptics. Haptics is a sense of touch. A sense of touch, let me tell you, touch can convey both the feelings to you. It can convey positive and negative feelings, negative relation. In business situations, touching suggests dominance. If your boss is touching you, shows encouragement, and side by side it shows dominance also. In other words, a person of high status is more likely to touch a person of lower status. The fact that touch is an important way to convey warmth, comfort, and reassurance cannot be ignored. So touch also can. See, let me tell you one example. If I am angry and if I slap you, then what you'll think, that madam is angry with me. And if I'll touch you or tap you, it will show my encouragement also. Okay, so it conveys warmth, comfort, reassurance, and cannot be ignored. Then proximants. Proximants is what? Let me tell you. It is the study of nature, degree, and effect of spatial separation individually naturally maintained. See, every individually individual maintains some or the other distance. We cannot gel up with everybody in our life. So the space which we are maintaining, that is what proximus. It defines regions around people and acceptable social behavior in those zones. So in these things we have space, distance and territory are factors revolve to proxemic conditions. So space is there, distance is there and territory are factors related to proxemic conditions, communication. Space is defined as the distance which a person maintains between him, herself, her fellows, or she builds around him, herself, her at office, at home. Okay. Then we are coming to next one, paralanguage. Paralanguage is one of the forms of nonverbal communication, though closely related to verbal communication. It does not consist of words. Instead, how the words are uttered. In this, let me tell you, paralanguage means whatever we are dealing with how the words are uttered. Not we are not dealing with what, we are dealing with how the words are uttered. शब्दों का उच्चारण. Paralanguage literally means like languages, and paralinguistic is the systematic study of how a speaker visualizes his or her speech. It is a type of nonverbal communication. In this, what is articulation? What is involved is articulation, your rate, your pitch, your volume, your pause which you are giving, your vocal qualities. So in this, what we have read in paralanguage, how the words are uttered, your intonation, your pitch, your pause which you are giving while speaking, volume, and other vocal qualities. Why verbal communication consists of what or the content, words. In verbal communication, we are dealing with what or the content, but in non-verbal communication, what we are dealing with, how the words are uttered, how a speaker's voice or the way in which he speaks. Okay. Then last is artifacts. Artifacts is intentional or non-intentional display of material things. Okay. Artifacts means any article which is made by employing skills or craft. Okay. So the jewelry which you are carrying, the religions, objects. Artifacts also show personal, family and economic background. So if you are coming down, if you are coming by a BMW car, then it will show that you are rich. So artifacts means the jewelry or the accessories which you are keeping, which also gives some messages. Okay. Thank you.